watching NDTV Hindu.
Namaskar and welcome to You Special on NDTV Hindu. My greeting today has something to do with our topic for discussion. I am at the campus of the Hindustan University and joining me here are aspiring engineers from different streams and different levels. We are going to be talking about the poster boys of new order politics. Yes, we're going to be talking about whether young leaders of today, of India today, can really handle the country, the nation that is of 2010. Chris, I want to start with you. Do you believe that, young leaders of our country are really doing the right thing by leading by example today?
No, I don't think the young leaders...
Why?
Because in our country we have a lot of difference of opinion, we have a lot of caste difference, every section has a difference of opinion.
Right.
If you go to religion also, religion has subdivisions, caste also subdivisions.
Right.
So we have to solve out all those things. If the youth today thinks in a broader way, broader mind, like if I'm a Christian, I have a friend, a Hindu, we can go coexist. But our country is not in that way. We have a lot of people in extreme ends, people who go extreme at the religion, go extreme at every opinion. In our country we don't have people who are in medium point.
Are you talking about specifically even the young leaders? Do you think they are also the same way as perhaps the older ones?
They are in public, they are not showing that, but still they can't take an opinion by themselves because they have to consider, it's a vote bank politics basically.
Right,
so you can't say like, okay, I'm saying my point, so people will vote for me. I'm representing a party, my party has its own ideologies, its own all values and points. So that is, they stick on to that.
Okay.
Their values, their own ideas doesn't get projected basically. Okay. It's all...
So there's so much to really work out for a young leader of today basically. There's so much more than as it seems. Sabrina, what really makes a young leader then? What's the whole formula? What are the elements?
I think there's just one magic word for that, just one word that accounts for all that, that's experience. In the field of governance, in the field of being responsible for a state, you need that experience. You might bring in issues like education, just like Rahul Gandhi did, just like Umar Abdullah wanted to and did to a certain extent, just like Barack Obama stood for the equality between whites and blacks. They did. But what you need, the magic thing is experience, which only
but that's something the youngsters lack. Do you think they can never make it then?
No, of course not. I never say that. Youngsters, I mean, our parliament, our government should constitute of young as well as old people, and the young people will for sure get experience when they are within this segment. But to govern a nation at such a tender age, I would rather call it a tender age, is a very difficult task, and we have examples for that. We have Umar Abdullah, we have Rahul Gandhi, very incompetent. He might have great ideas, I think incompetent. Barack Obama, well, everyone knows what he did. He didn't do it. That's the best part. He didn't do it. It was done by the old man, but he had to face the brunt of it. And why? Because he was inexperienced. I think that's
okay. So let me get in a few examples then. Who would you rate as a good leader?
See, a good leader is based on perspective.
Okay, and so what's your perspective?
My perspective is like she called Rahul Gandhi
a good leader?
Highly incompetent.
Incompetent, yes.
Well, I'll say he brought in fresh ideas. In a place where, it was stagnating, he brought in fresh ideas. He was a breath of fresh air. That's a good thing. That's something any leader should have. That's one quality any leader should have.
Okay.
So discounting Rahul Gandhi like that, not good.
Okay.
See, Rahul Gandhi, whatever responsibility was given to him, for example, the Youth Congress, he's done a pretty good job at it. So far, if you see the young leaders, you cannot discount all of them. Whatever duty you've given them, other than, say, Umar Abdullah, they've done pretty good at it.
Okay. I just want to bring in the example of Umar Abdullah and Rahul Gandhi since you guys have brought that up. Let's take in Umar Abdullah for instance. It is quite a delicate situation that he's handling over there. Srinagar has seen a couple of bloody murders and blood everywhere for the past 1 month at least. So just yesterday in fact Rahul Gandhi had come out and said that hey, give the guy some time and support. So that was like a friend letting out his helping hand. So is that something different perhaps, that you see among the young leaders of today than the oldies? do the old guys really come out and support and say, maybe give this guy some time, yeah? I mean, he really deserves it. So should we give them credit for that at least?
Actually, yes. Actually, I support Sabrina for that because she said they lack experience.
Right.
I totally support that. But at the same time, if I just take out your point, saying that they need time for everything. So if they have time, I think the experience just pours in, and then people like Omar Abdullah or Rahul Gandhi who are just insecure for some point or the other, at some point or the other. For example, Omar Abdullah, maybe he must be having the correct type of energy, but at a point he just made a public statement without even discussing with the Prime Minister that we have to talk to Pakistan about the Jammu and Kashmir issue. Instead of that, he could have just talked to the Prime Minister and all the top officials, any person, elder to him, and just discussed it, then made a public statement. So that actually proves that he doesn't have experience. But at the same time, when Rahul Gandhi and all the others are supporting him, saying that he needs time, I think this experience, he can avoid such situations.
Okay.
So I don't think that they must not be given a chance. I think they must be given time, and then they must be given the chance actually.
Okay. But in all of this, are we at some point being hypocritical? Because we want our leaders to be educated, to know the English language, because they might be the face of the nation as well at some point of time. But at the same time, lack experience. So while we point fingers at them and say, they are not perhaps doing a great job, we have a lot of expectations from our young leaders of today.
I just like to say one thing. The one thing which I want to say is that, the young leaders have this very particular aim. They want to teach the people and then win their confidence. They've come up with ideas like education. Now, this wasn't in the agenda of the older leaders. Rahul Gandhi has come up with the educating factor, educating the masses as the factor. He wants to educate the people, then tell them what's happening in the country, and then make them work towards the country.
Okay.
Rahul Gandhi and Umar Abdullah are like examples to stand up and at a very early age.
Right.
Yeah. So what they're trying to do is bring along people, teach them, so that they can start working from now itself.
Okay. So this whole combination of politics and youth is quite a tricky one, if I may say so. Let's talk about what else really makes a good leader, a young leader today. Okay, we'll talk about that in detail in the second segment, so do stay with us.